It's a very dark comedy, it's a roller coaster ride, it's a revenge thriller. It's also about a pregnant woman who is going through a hard time. So it's a mixture of lots of different tones actually. It's completely takes the rug from under your feet. Just as soon as you think you know what you're watching, it changes. I think I wanted to show a different side of pregnancy because it was what I was experiencing at the time, and I felt like a lot of depictions of pregnancy on screen don't really describe what it's like from the interior of the person that's pregnant. I felt like it's very much like someone else's perspective on pregnancy. It's either a comedy or a horror about, childbirth, and I really felt like frustrated the way that pregnant women were represented on screen, and I just felt like I want to do something that shows that pregnant women can be angry and that they can have a life before they were pregnant and that they have personality and an identity of their own. So I really wanted to kind of make her into a heroine really, even though she's an anti-heroine. I really strongly didn't want it to be pastel colours and all the cliche of pregnancy. I wanted it to be vivid because I felt like something hormonally makes things seem quite vivid when you're pregnant, like colours. Sometimes I had a euphoria and everything seemed really, really bright and vivid, and I was having very psychedelic dreams. And also your sense of smell is very powerful, and you're very easily repulsed by things. You have strong revulsions and things. So I wanted everything, all the imagery in the film, to be quite vivid and powerful and strong. And on the other hand, have a quite noirish feel to it, like you're on the dark side of pregnancy, not on the light side. So there's a lot of night scenes. And then along with that, I wanted like bright light within the dark and bright colours like vivid reds and oranges and yellows, and we used a lot of, I was influenced quite a lot by Kubrick. I was thinking for the underpass scene, I really wanted these bright colours, which is almost like an assault. You're almost like being attacked by these colours, and also this sense of unease with these weird sort of, there's lots of twinkly lights in the background of different colours, and then there's a lot of dreamlike sort of psychedelic stuff in it as well, where we show you lots of close-ups of insects and reptiles and things, and I wanted it to have this trippy kind of feel of someone who's going mad. A lot of the parts I actually wrote for the specific actors because I knew what their skill set was and that they're good at improvising and that they're very warm, charismatic people, because I think if you're going to create quite a horrible character, you still want them to be very mesmerising and almost likeable on screen. I wanted you to have that push-pull sort of thing where you're like, oh, I hate this person, but at the same time they're really funny and I really like them. And so I was kind of interested in a sort of spread of people, but people who all had very similar skill set and very naturalistic performances as well, and people who could come in at the last minute and make the characters very three-dimensional, because there was very little time to kind of develop the characters and stuff. But then when people came in and what they did with the script, I was just blown away, because it was like they understood the characters better than I did. I was like, wow. And some of the ways they were delivering the script was as if it was, they were real people, and I was just like, wow, this is more than I could have hoped for. And I think for them it was quite interesting as well, because most of them had not seen the other scenes, were kept very much in the dark about what the project really was, just brought in very last minute. And I think when they went to the screenings for the first time, they were like, oh, we now understand what the project was, and we see the other people's performances. And I really didn't want people to be influenced by each other in terms of their tone. I wanted it to feel like each little playlet was like its own little theatrical scene, really.